football season and the games are getting more intense. It's the Baylor Bears and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Flagway trying to be heard above the noise. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a miss.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Bears will call on their punt team.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Looking for space, it's Jordan. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Setting up the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And Baylor's a team, man, it's been interesting to watch them because offensively, they make no bones about it. They want to throw the ball all over the yard. And what do? To replace their stud from a year ago, they go in the portal. They get DJ Lagway, a guy that can spin it, has had some high moments, also had some inconsistencies, Palmer. So I'm interested to watch this young man at the helm.
Yeah, the big key, I think, for Baylor is this coaching staff getting the most out of DJ Lagway. Because you said it, David, he was one of the most recruited players and Gatorade Player of the Year in high school for a reason. His ceiling is so high. The issue, though, has been the consistency. If this coaching staff can get him to play his A game week in, week out, this Baylor offense is going to be impossible to stop.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Running inside. It's Turner. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. The Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference yet.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Off to the races to the right. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Bears. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Oh, he wants it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Still early in the game after that incompletion setting up 4th down. You are trailing, but do you want to get aggressive? Do you want to play it safe? Does this thing get out of hand? Those are all questions and factors that are swirling around this head coach's mind.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive from the 42. The give on the option. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Wants to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air. It's Glagway. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So here they come on 4th and long. This play made much more difficult by that 3rd down penalty. Lagway to the air again. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Snap it to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This is a designed run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Bears want to move quickly. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, and now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Fourth down, Lagway. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering him downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Got the quick pass. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
It's complete on the right side. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does.
Got some room in into the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, USC. The extra point here would tie the game.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And if that don't light your fire, your will is dead. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Trojans! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive, someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Flagway. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Wants to throw. It's Flagway. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man on the right. And he'll be brought down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Flagway. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming. So
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Flagway to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Morris. Could be an alley. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bears!
huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Using his legs, it's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Jordan. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Inside the 45. Here's a little room there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the number 10 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's Missouri coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field.
And it moves their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play awfully well here in the season's first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Under fire. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Lets it fly. Finds a man in the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Lets it fly. He's got it. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He's loose on the right. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Here's Lagway to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Here's the pressure. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun on third down, Lagway. He's going to run it across the 15. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to...
Touchdown, Baylor! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
A run for the quarterback. Maybe some room here. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. The quick out. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Trojans will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw it again. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. This quarterback part of their running game.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? He'll keep it again on the option. There's some room. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown USC. And they add Once more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Lagway. Fires to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Looking down the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's incomplete and will change ends of the field now. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Wide receiver going in motion. DJ Lagway to throw again. Right on the money. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Lagway wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Throwing again, here's DJ Lagway. Looking for the score, and he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He'll take the deep shot. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback making checks. Trying play action. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. Finding some room. Touchdown, Trojans. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And this offense continuing to to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards. And that's really the story of the game, guys.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's fourth down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Lagway. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Trojans! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Lagway bringing the heat. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision.
Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like
going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Racing down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Here's Lagway to pass. Finds his man. Runs through a man, and he might have space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right.
There's a crease. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure. And now in the pinch, the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. The 40. The 30. The tag. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Lagway. It's complete to the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Defense in press coverage. Lagway to throw for it on fourth. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Lagway wants to throw. Extending the play. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Sets up the screen. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Number 90, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They're still firing away even with this lead. They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. They make the stop and the clock.